may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Shoot that bomber, shoot that bomber.
Now Lawrence on first down. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, Jamal Agnew. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. An option handoff given to Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Jags. Much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 27, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. Trucks over him and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Murray now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Cardinals. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, orbit.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lawrence to Chark, first down, Jacksonville.
DJ Chark, a Pro Bowler and a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019. Saw his numbers dip a bit last year as the Jaguars cycled through some quarterbacks. He's happy to have Trevor Lawrence in town and accepts the pass from him there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action now. Lawrence dancing to his left. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check back 21. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Hey, check back 21. Back 21. Check back 21. Hey, Sam up. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Bang, 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 bang.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Lawrence to Shenault for a Jaguar first.
And the Jaguars are eager to see what Laviska Shenault and Trevor Lawrence can do together. Shenault was a 2nd-round pick in 2020, and they're going to move him like a chess piece all over the formation and even put him in the backfield.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, Wahoo!
And they'll run with ETN. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Go! 70, Indy.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Jaguars 7.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Rock, rock it, rock it. Choose the right. You gonna see me.
Once more ETN, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Play action. It's Lawrence out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To return is Jadon Mickens. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll find Hall. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Devon Hamilton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, high 7. 52. 52. 52 is the mic. Let's go. Kill. Walk out.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Look at me, zipper! It's been a long day for you. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Go on. Go. Check that. We're Mike 52 right here.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. $35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray. He's going to look deep for more. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. McCann's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now from Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting through pressure. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Watch a slack. Watch a slack. Watch a slack. Hey, check it.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The return is Mickens. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona. On first and 10, here's Murray. Again, he finds Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Connor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Connor on the read option. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first and 10 is Connor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to look deep for Moore. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Look at me.
And they'll go again with Etienne. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
You ain't going nowhere. Nine the mark. Here we go.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence over the middle. He's got Chenault. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Woo! Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now an option play on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A handoff for Etienne. Running right through him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
You go fair. You got time right there. 61, crash box, lights. Now.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 22, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They go play action with Lawrence. He dumps it to Hyde. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
What we got? Loaded. Hey, Sam off.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. They get one more as the extra points up and good. That will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. Able to find Isabella. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Murray to air it out again. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, two, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of the horse racing theme. It was that close, and